All right, what's going on, everybody? So the first video that we are going to tackle, which should be the foundation and bedrock of your business, is your schedule. So most of the agents that come to me and that I work with individually, they'll straight up tell me that they don't have a schedule. Not a lot of agents do. We're kind of reactionary, right? We kind of wake up, we see what's going to happen throughout the day, and then we react accordingly. Which is why a lot of times as agents, we're kind of running around feeling like we got our head cut off or our hair's on fire, right? We don't ever feel like there's enough time in the day just because we're not in control of what's happening to us. We're letting the business control us as opposed to us controlling the business. So I'm going to give you guys some easy, quick steps and a foundation and a layout so that way you guys can take this, tweak it, make it your own, but just set something in place to provide some sort of structure. So first thing and what's most important about your schedule is the beginning part of the day, without a doubt. Okay? And I like to prepare as much as possible. So one of the first things that I do, my day actually starts the night before. So what I mean by that is I actually prepare for what's coming up. So let's say it's Sunday night, the weekend's coming to an end. One of the first things that I do is, okay, I got my gym bag together. I've got my clothes that I'm going to wear for Monday morning out and ready to go. I've looked at my schedule. I know what calls I got to make. I know what follow-up I got to make. I know what topics I'm going to be hitting with my coaching clients. I know everything that I got to do. So I look at it in advance. So that way when I wake up in the morning, all I got to do is get up, take a shower, throw my clothes on, grab my gym bag, and I'm out the door. I don't got to think. I don't got to look for what to wear. I don't got to put anything together. Everything's already done. And I'm telling you, if you guys do this, not only will you guys save yourself an immense amount of time in the morning, you'll also save yourself a lot of energy, okay? Because whether we know it or not, think of it like second we wake up, we got a full glass of water, right? And every decision, no matter how big or how small, you take a little bit of a pour out every decision we got to make. So what am I going to wear? What time am I going to leave the house? When am I going to get to the office? What do I do when I get to the office? What's my day look like? I haven't looked at my schedule. So literally by the time you wake up, get out of bed, and you actually get to the office, which is later than you want to, but by the time you actually get there, you could actually be half empty already by the decisions you've had to make before you even started your actual business day. Okay? So for me personally, I like to be in the office no later than by 9 a.m., right? Ideally 8:30, 8:45, so that way you give yourself 30 to 15 minutes to prep, so that way you know exactly what it is you got to tackle first thing in the morning. Okay? And so when we really break apart the scheduling process and we really look at it in the most simplistic view that we can, we should break it up into thirds. Okay? So the first third of your day, the most important part of your day, which is the first third, should be dedicated to what's called income producing activity. So that is going out and lead generating for new business. Okay? So how many of us have experienced the roller coaster income, right? We have a great month, then we have nothing. We got a great couple months, then we got nothing, right? Part of that is because of our lack of scheduling process and our lack of lead generation time blocking. Okay? So the most important stuff, which is lead generation, you want to get done first thing. You want to get it out of the way and get it done because that's when you're most energetic, it's when you're most structured, and it's when you're most likely to get it done. You're going to be efficient. Okay? So first third of the day. So by 8:45, you're looking at who you got to call. By 9 a.m., you're on the phone. Okay? 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., that is what we call new contact time. So that's you reaching out to your SOI that you haven't spoken to. That's reaching out to for sale by owners you haven't spoken to. That's reaching out to expireds that you haven't spoken to. Yes, expireds are back in the game. If you haven't noticed, a lot more listings are coming off the market because they're priced too high, because either agents don't know how to price property in the shifting market, or because sellers are still being unrealistic and they're not being told what's happening in the market. Okay? So expireds are a lead source. So 9 to 11 is that new contact lead generation time. After you've made your new contacts, 11 to 12 is lead follow-up. Now, this is probably the area that the most agents struggle in, which is lead follow-up. You guys got to keep in mind the majority of your business, probably 80-85%, will stem from lead follow-up. Not the first contact. Very rarely will we call someone and say, hey, what you interested in selling? Or we call for sale by owner, hey, I have some great ideas, I'd love to talk to you about them. You ain't going to get them the first time, okay? So the majority of the transition, the majority of the conversion will come from lead follow-up. And you always want to do that back to back with your lead generation time, so that way you're in the right frame of mind, you're still in that prospecting mode, and that's when you're going to be most efficient. Okay? So 9 to 11, new contact lead generation. 11 to 12 is lead follow-up. Okay? And you need to have something in place. Whatever CRM you're using, or you're just literally printing out leads and putting them in a folder, which is what I did. It doesn't matter what you use, but you have to have a lead follow-up system to stay organized. Okay? So all right, we've got our lead generation out of the way. First third of the morning is done. Now I move into the middle of the day, which should be dedicated to what's called an ISA, which is income servicing activity, okay? So that is handling your current business. That's negotiating contracts. That's sending out addendums. That's dealing with co-op agents. That's dealing with mortgage officers, title companies, all that stuff that we got to do when we're in the business. Handle that in the middle of the day. If there's a problem at 9 a.m. with one of your deals, chances are it's going to be there in the middle of the day, or it may get resolved by the time you get to it. Do not sacrifice your prospecting time for problems in your current business, okay? They're going to be there. And the best way to do this is set expectations. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, just so you know, from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12 in the middle of the day, in the morning of the day, I'm going to be on appointments, or I'm going to be making phone calls, or that time is blocked off. Okay? So set expectations. Share your schedule with your clients so they know when is the best time to contact you. So middle of the day, income servicing activity. So that's handling the current business. And you want to do that from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock ideally. Give yourself a couple hours to handle the business, to make sure you're taking care of your clients, you're offering out good service, and you're taking care of your deals. But again, you want to set expectations with your clients to ensure they know what times you'll be available, so not bothering you in the morning first thing when you wake up. You got to take care of your lead generation. All right, so we've got lead generation done. We've got your income servicing done. Now we move on to the final part, which is again, income producing activity. So when you break up your day, 2/3 should be income producing activity, 1/3 should be income servicing activity. Okay, so that final 3 to 5, 3 to 6 time frame window is typically what's called your presentation time. So that is when you're going out on your listing presentations. That's when you're going out and you're showing property to a buyer, okay? Or that's when you're writing up a purchase agreement. You want to keep that slot of time, 3 to 5, 3 to 6, for listing presentations, showings, or writing up contracts. And if you don't have any of that done, have an evening dial session, okay? Go ahead and make phone calls. Call people that you're going to get a chance to talk to in the morning. But honestly, if I'm being honest with you, if you get your lead generation done in the morning, you handle all your clients and all your business in the middle of the day, and you've had a productive morning session, I don't care if you take 3 o'clock on off, because again, you got the most important part of the day out of the way, which is the morning. So this is just an overall structure that you can use. Take with it what you will, but I just wanted to give you guys some sort of structure, because let's face it, as real estate agents, we kind of just fly by the seat of our pants. We don't really know what it is that we have to do on a daily basis. Now implement this, use it, and again, the most important part, if you're going to take away anything from this, most important part of your day, structure a morning schedule for yourself. Wake up at the same time every day. Go to bed at the same time every night. Prep for the day before, the night before. Okay, so if you have something going on tomorrow, let's say it's Sunday, and you got Monday, prep for Sunday night. Take care of all your stuff, and see how much your time management and your business and your overall mood will change. I'm telling you, you're taking control of your business as opposed to your business controlling you. So this is the first video. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a like, shoot me a comment, or shoot me a message if there's a certain topic that you would love covered. Thanks, guys.